For over 2 decades, one aircraft has ruled the skies of modern warfare like an undisputed king: the General Atomics MQ-9 Reaper. It hunted high-value targets, watched over battlefields from the stratosphere, and became the ultimate symbol of American drone dominance. But kings fall. Recent high-intensity conflicts in the Middle East have quietly battered the U.S. Reaper fleet. Official reports indicate that the U.S. military has lost roughly 45 airframes, nearly a quarter of its active fleet, in a devastating wave of attrition. To make matters worse, the MQ-9 production line is completely closed. You can't just order more. Enter General Atomics Wildfire. Revealed in late August, the Wildfire is a clean-sheet, next-generation unmanned aerial system designed specifically to replace the Reaper. But here is the wildest part. General Atomics hasn't released a single photo or official drawing of what it looks like. Today, we are breaking down every single detail we know about the Wildfire, the Pentagon's desperate scramble for disposable combat tech, and why this mysterious aircraft is about to change global defense forever.
To understand why the Wildfire matters, you have to understand the crisis facing the U.S. Air Force right now. For years, defense planners operated under a comfortable assumption. High-end, expensive drones like the MQ-9 Reaper would operate in skies dominated by the U.S. military, where enemies possessed little to no advanced air defenses. But modern battlefields have evolved. In recent operations, under campaigns like Operation Epic Fury, state-of-the-art air defense networks, advanced electronic jamming, and cheap asymmetric countermeasures proved that flying a multi-million-dollar fragile turboprop drone through contested airspace is a massive liability. By May of this year, testimony before Congress revealed that the Air Force's active fleet had shrunk significantly. When you lose a quarter of your premier strategic fleet in a short span of time, and the factory that built them has turned off the lights, you have a national security emergency. The Pentagon realized it needed something entirely new, an aircraft that can do everything the Reaper does, but built to be cheaper, modular, and expendable. Recognizing this shift, the Pentagon's Defense Innovation Unit launched a high-priority program called Massed Modular Aircraft. The goal was a theater-range, modular, medium-altitude, long-endurance drone with a price tag strictly under $30 million per unit. General Atomics built the Wildfire to answer this call. So, what are the specs? First, a massive ferry range targeting an astonishing 10,000 nautical miles, meaning it can self-deploy across oceans without needing to be disassembled and packed into cargo planes. Second, heavy missile payload capacity. Unlike older drones limited to smaller Hellfire missiles, the Wildfire is engineered to carry heavy, high-end munitions, including up to 4 AGM-158C long-range anti-ship missiles. This turns the drone from a simple surveillance platform into a serious anti-ship and strategic strike truck. Third, speed and runway flexibility, meeting demands for true airspeeds of at least 200 knots and the ability to operate from short, rugged runways. A spokesperson for General Atomics didn't hold back when describing the project, stating flat out that the aircraft is a beast and that they can deliver Wildfires years earlier than the current schedule.
Now, let's address the elephant in the room. What does it actually look like? If you search online right now, you will find defense bloggers and military nerds losing their minds over speculative designs, from sleek flying wings to radical hybrid shapes. The truth is that General Atomics has intentionally withheld every single image, rendering, and blueprint. In the hyper-competitive defense tech market, keeping your physical design under wraps prevents rival firms from reverse engineering your aerodynamic breakthroughs. For now, the Wildfire exists entirely as a hyper-confident promise wrapped in corporate secrecy. Beyond the missiles and the range, the most revolutionary aspect of the Wildfire concept is how it is meant to be used. For decades, military aviation was built around exquisite, incredibly expensive aircraft that countries guarded like crown jewels. The Wildfire changes that philosophy through massed, semi-autonomous swarming. General Atomics is pitching a system where up to 100 of these aircraft can operate in coordinated, semi-autonomous packs.
By keeping the unit cost under $30 million,
Commanders can send a swarm of wildfires into high-threat airspace to overwhelm enemy radars, absorb incoming fire, and deliver devastating strikes. If a few get shot down, it is factored into the math. It is the tactical equivalent of trading pawns to trap a king. The unveiling of the General Atomics Wildfire marks the official end of an era. The age of the slow, fragile, expensive counterinsurgency drone is officially giving way to the era of networked, high-speed, mass-producible combat platforms. The U.S. Air Force is expected to select its final vendors for the massed modular aircraft program by the end of this year. When those contracts drop, we will likely finally get our first look at what the Wildfire actually is. What do you think? Is the design the future, or is General Atomics cooking up something completely unexpected? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.